Well, hello you. Oh, nice Christmas jumper. Lovely. So, this is a look back at the year we've all come to know as 2010. The news, the telly, all that stuff. Well, you must remember, it was just now, yeah? Anyway, it's a festive special, so they've had a what I call idea that I'm having a lovely Victorian Christmas. So, yeah, hence the bonnet and all the Purcell. So, other washing powders are available. It's just that it's not really snowing. We're filming this in August. I am so hot. Of course, you'll remember Anne Robinson's vicar baiting.
Is that your husband?
No, he's the verger.
Brian Cox's confession.
I'm about to get incredibly high.
And Steve Jobs pitching to the Dragons.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming today.
I've made 2 punches, one with opium, one without. I don't want Mum causing any trouble, so she'll stick to the one with. And I tell you what, I am jonesying mighty bad for some eggnog. It's a proper Victorian drink, eggnog. To make eggnog, you need egg and nog. 2 eggs for every spoonful of nog. You can whisk away then. Good old whisky pops. You can get nog from any high street nogmonger, if you've still got one. I mean, they've been decimated by those out-of-town nog markets, haven't they? You can get twice as much nog for half the price. Some of them are fighting their corner. I like that. Noggers with attitude. Lovely, like a sort of boozy omelette. Although it needs something to make it lovelier and more appealing. Sugar. Lord Sugar. Right, that should be, you sort of sprinkle it on the egg. Eggnog.
There was a time in the word apprentice it used to evoke the idea of a sort of a young, eager lad, very keen to sort of realise his potential, to study and follow a craft at the foot of a master. Now, well, just seems to me you're a bit of a...
Well, I mean, it's good for British business, isn't it? That, you know, I mean, for 13 weeks, these absolute morons are kept out of it.
Where do they find these people?
Where do they find these people?
Where do they find these people?
The Irish guy, he's nuts.
Chosen from thousands of applicants, 16 candidates.
I describe myself as a bit of a maverick. You absolutely have to stand out these days.
Nothing is out of bounds to me. If I want something, I will make sure that I get it.
I'm in it to win it. I'm the man with the plan. I'm the Terminator. Adrian!
There's no place for shirkers. I insist the people that work for me deliver.
I'm charismatic, I'm intelligent, I'm a damn good businesswoman. I'm at the top of my game, and I'm unbeatable.
I would watch more Alan Sugar, but, I've got the diabetes.
5:30 a.m.
I've been working in banking for the last 13 years.
Ooh. I own a telecommunications company.
You own one?
I own one.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I've just moved back into my mum's. Like, I moved out ages ago, but I just thought it was handier. It's cheaper, you know, get the laundry done and stuff, and food is... Which team are you on?
What about you guys?
I'm a surgeon.
Really?
Yeah, but I also run a couple of my own companies as well.
But first, the candidates must turn themselves into teams.
I loved the Irish guy. He was genius.
Any suggestions? I'll put Fusion out there. How about that? It's Fusion of all of us. None of us are the same.
Catchy.
Fusion.
I was thinking maybe Synergy.
Synergy. Fusion. Lads, they sound like names for washing machines. What about this for a name? 3 little words. The dog's bollocks. Who's in?
Sounds good.
He's in.
I thought that was quite good. Yeah, okay.
That's passed. Who's for pints?
Go on! Yay!
Being in that meeting was like being back in the dressing room, very macho.
Dan, you get the first round in.
Whoa, wait. Yeah, I'll do it.
Go team.
I'd have put £1 on the guy. I thought he would have gone far. But getting the whole team plastered on the first night, I mean, that showed his true colours.
We'll find out what happened later, but first, remember the historic visit from this man.
It was his first visit in 28 years. He had changed so much, I hardly recognized him.
It was a bit disappointing, you know, the big comeback tour, because he insisted on doing his new stuff. And it's like, none of the classics. Kissing the Tarmac, or the one with the smoke comes out of the house. People want the hits.
It was a coup for Clarkson, but it was also a coup for the Pope, because his PR people have been trying to get him on Top Gear for a long time.
Who wants to see the lap?
Yeah.
Let's have a look then. Come on, let's put it up. Off now very slowly to the first corner. Just sort of driving through it, really, in a not very interesting way. There he is, round Chicago. Very tidy for a big car. Now, Hammerhead. Okay, plodding through Hammerhead now in the manner of a car that only a complete idiot would like. Wish I'd brought a magazine to read while waiting for this stupid thing to haul its way round. Not very interesting there. Sort of slidey there and across the thingy. But I think for a man who's never driven on the correct side of a car before, that's very, very impressive. And it's just been a huge pleasure and an honour.
I think the Pope misheard when the Stig told him to keep a careful eye on the Speedo, because he just turned round and looked at one of his bishops.
I love the Pope Mobile. It's like he's his own action figure, but he's still in the box.
I mean, I have met quite a lot of people who were schooled in Roman Catholic institutions.
Altar boys?
It does rather.
I've got myself some real, pretend, Victorian stockings. Stockings are a bit of a must-have for the old Christmas cheer, but rather small when it comes to bagging decent prezzies. Little tip, if you want, say, a bike, make friends with someone with massive feet. Yeah? This one's chock full of traditional Victorian goodies. Tangerine, some nuts, and an apple. Other telephones are available.
Apple has put an end to weeks of speculation by unveiling the product which it claims will transform the computer market.
It's amazing. I mean, you can actually watch things on it. I mean, really watch them on the screen.
You can read things on it. Actually read things, page after page.
You can actually hold it and everything. You can hold it. It's the best thing to come along since my penis.
I wasn't actually that bothered about it at first, but then I read what Stephen Fry had to say about it, and it did sound a lot of fun. It sounded really, really good fun, and it was while I was running away from the police with a wallet full of stolen credit cards that I bought my first iPad.
I mean, yes, it's a success now, but it wasn't so popular when Steve Jobs pitched it in the Dragon's Den, was it?
Making money is never easy, and our next entrepreneur is no stranger to the hardships of commercial life.
Good morning, and thank you all for coming today. We want to kick off 2010 by introducing a truly magical and revolutionary product today. We call it the iPad.
I'm up.
It's a first setback, but will retail expert Theo Pafitis disagree with his rival investor?
The novelty factor will wear out. The software you've developed is okay-ish, and various types of that software already exist. So for those reasons, I'm out.
They just didn't really get it.
Who's going to want an iPad? Because it's like a cross between a phone that doesn't phone and a tiny laptop that doesn't do what a normal laptop does.
It was classic Deborah Meaden.
Deborah Meaden is now ready to have her say.
OK, listen, I'm going to do... I don't know. I'm going to make my mind up. I could sit here and toss a coin and decide which way to go, to be perfectly honest. But I've got to make my mind up.
A few weeks ago, we announced...
No, don't say anything.
It's amazing.
If I were you, I'd be quiet. I'm out.
It's a scathing assessment of Stephen's progress so far, and it doesn't look like James Caan is about to let them off the hook.
I thought you did a fantastic presentation. Bingo, I got it, and I thought that that box was amazing. But I think you would be very difficult to work with. So, regrettably, I'm going to say I'm out.
2 more dragons walk away from the deal, and the nervy inventor's chances of investment are looking slim. Will Peter Jones agree with his rival's concerns?
I think I bring too much to the party. So, if there comes a time when you want to work for an organisation in the online space that is worldwide, send me an email.
Harsh words, tough advice, and no cash. These dragons don't hold back when it's their own money at stake.
The iPad is amazing. It's surprisingly absorbent, actually.
Apple are so brilliant at the marketing. They are like the Hoover of high tech. You think of their brand first.
I can't even remember what those round, green, shiny fruit things were called. Oh, brilliant branding.
It wasn't the only new product this year.
Revolutionary product. Our technology correspondent takes a closer look.
This is the iPad, a rectangle with a screen that does nothing that the 3 Apple products you already own don't do already. It's just the latest in a long line of must-stroke products that began with the iPod, a device that looked nice and revolutionised music by allowing the consumer, while using it, to download up to 10 muggers directly into their face. But what's next from the company who, quite frankly, could successfully polish a turd and then sell it with headphones so that you could listen to it as well? This is it. This is the iTurd, and as you can see, it looks a lot like an ordinary turd, such as one that you might find in a toilet or a tramp's doorway. But it's not, because this is a turd that's been designed by Apple, so it's been sprayed silver. It sounds shit! What's more, not only has this turd been polished so that you can see your face in it, if you look beyond your face, you'll see that the iTurd allows you to watch films and play games simply by placing its reflective surface near films or games, all of which is exactly what the modern user wants from a turd. Now, modern user, what exactly is it about the new iTurd that makes it a must-have?
Oh, it's amazing. I love it. I mean, what's brilliant is that it retains all the characteristics of a normal turd, so it's portable, it weighs only a few pounds, but, and this is the killer blow, it's designed by Apple and is silvery.
Right, and you like things that are silvery, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Plus, for an extra £49.99, you can get this stylish carry case.
So, Apple have done it again with the iTurd replacing the old analogue-style unpolished turds and allowing turd consumers a whole new way of experiencing turds. Technology correspondent, The News, London.
They say if Dickens was around in 2010, he'd be writing EastEnders, and it does sometimes seem to be the work of a 200-year-old dead man. But once again, the show was unafraid of tackling difficult subjects.
It's fantastic that EastEnders do, tackle these big issues. Helium addiction's a big problem.
No, I'm not going anywhere unless you're coming with me.
There were some soaps, I remember, they had sort of crack addiction and things like that. And the storyline about crack addiction, you know what there is that they're really talking about. Is it crack addiction? It's a sort of a metaphor for helium addiction. But, I mean, EastEnders, they have had the courage to actually, really address the topic head on.
Shut up. Go away. Leave me alone and let me enjoy it.
Helium is just a terrible drug. I mean, you get high, then you get higher, and then you wind up on the ceiling. You get all wrinkled, and then you pop. Oh, God, it's ugly.
Put it back, Phil. Well, if we have to, yeah.
Helium causes your liver to eat away your kidneys, and then if it's left untreated, your lungs fall off.
And then there's all that helium slang, blunted. I was totally blunted. After James Blunt, that's when your voice is totally squeaky on H.
There's an amazing performance from Steve McFadden. I mean, to be able to portray that sort of level of heliumness.
What did you think of Steve McFadden's performance?
I thought it was typically understated. You remember when Hugh Grant found that thing and he just became that person? And that, I think, is what McFadden is running with. He's playing Hook in High Wycombe this Christmas, and he's doing that on helium.
Ooh, a must-see. Right, time to find out what happened in The Apprentice.
Send the three of them in, please.
Lord Sugar will see you now.
Let me do the talking.
Archie's late. He's always late.